Okay guys, welcome back again to the channel. So as you can see, we are now under the championship with the Renault Clio Cup. This is the championship from the tier 5 because I have finished all the championship on the tier 6. So we are on the way to tier 1 obviously. And as you can see, I have already begun a challenge, a championship, not a challenge. As you can see, the career mode now. The opponent's skill is at 45, sorry, and the opponent aggression at 40, which is a little bit too high for this car, because I don't know why. Even though it's a front wheel drive car, it just slides too much, or let's say the rear end slides too much. Maybe it's the problem because I'm driving with the keyboard, or my settings are a little bit off. I don't know, but I was recording last night and yeah, I had trouble finding a good setting to set a good starting point, at least for the from the qualifying. So yeah, and the reason why I'm beginning all over is because I live in a place where it snows too much. So we had on the past 2 days like a meter of snow almost, and while I was recording yesterday, or let's say last night, we had a blackout on our town for, I don't know, maybe half an hour or more. And when the lights did come back, I was planning on beginning a recording again, but I thought maybe the lights would go out again and it would remain half done, the recording, so I left it for today. Okay then, so I'm going from left to right because I need to warm the tires, because as I told you, I was having too much trouble getting a good time with these settings on this car. So I noticed that with the cold tires it was very difficult getting a good time, so now I'm trying to warm up a little bit the tires and then go for the time attack, let's say. Okay, then I'm going to see what I mean. I don't know why this car does oversteer, let's say. This is a front wheel car, no? Am I right or am I wrong? Can anyone confirm this? Anyway, let's give it a try and I will be right back to you guys. Okay then, that was a disaster. After many tries, I couldn't get better than 11th place, or let's say, to be precise, I'm 0.8 of a second from the first place. And I have noticed something very important while playing, that having the tires warmed up at optimal temperature is very important, not to slide and stopping in time. So since in race we have them already warmed up, I think I'm going to do a little bit better, but I don't have too much hope for this. So let's see. Oh my god, sorry. I am not understanding yet why this front wheel car does oversteering, or does the end of these cars lights. It should be the opposite. It should have understeer, not oversteer. Come on bro, maybe it's too light. I don't know, I am not getting this. I am really frustrated about this. Anyway, we don't lose hope, obviously. and I have considered that if I don't win this track, which it seems so, I'm going to lower a little bit the difficulty of the AI. Okay, go. Oh, sorry, bro. Sorry and thank you. To maybe from 45 to 40, and then the aggression will do to 35 from 40. So it should be easier, at least till I get used to of this car, because I'm not getting used to this oversteer on this front wheel car drive. Another thing I've noticed is that I have turned on the traction control, but for some reason it does not turn off. I don't know, because the traction control takes me too much power away when I need it. So I wanted to see if I can do better with the traction control off, but unfortunately, even though on the settings I have it off, I cannot turn it off, and I don't know why, if it's my problem or the game's problem, or maybe for this car it can be turned off. I don't know. It's really frustrating. Anyway, last lap to go. We have to risk a little bit here. Yep, and we didn't gain anything. Okay, let's try on this one. Go, 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 go. At least third place on the podium. Oh, shoot, shoot, shoot. Go, 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 go. Okay, we can get it on this turn. Oh my god. Okay, go, go, go. Oh, this is frustrating, guys. Why a front wheel car drive? A front wheel drive car has oversteer. I'm not getting it. Come on. No way. No way. Whoa, that was bad. Whoa, come on. Shoot, bro. Shoot, come on. Okay, anyway, let's keep on cracking. Maybe we'll get used to this car on another circuit. Maybe it does slide a little bit less, because Brands Hatch has too much downhill and uphill sections, so maybe okay, let's leave it this way for this Oldtown Park Island Clio Cup Championship, United Kingdom again, medium cloud. Okay, let's see how it goes in here. Finally, guys, so after a little bit of tweaking and changing things, I think I have managed to turn off the traction control, and yeah, it's a little bit better. But the most important thing I have noticed, obviously, it's the tire temperature. So they must be at their temperature, otherwise you're going to go all over the place. So you have to be very careful with the temperature of the tires. Also, I have increased a little bit the braking power to the front tires, not the rear. Then I have added a little bit of more fuel to the tank. Maybe it can help put a little bit down the end of the car, because as I told you, this car, although is a front wheel drive, it just tends to oversteer, or let's say the end of the car tends to go out very easy, like here for example. So this is really strange, but maybe this is due to the braking power being most to the front wheel, and when you brake you get your rear end to lift off. And since this car, it's a race car, it's very light on the back of the car, so maybe this is why it goes into oversteer. So But anyway, I have to say that I have lowered the difficulty from 45 to 40 for the AI. And maybe this is the main reason, I don't know, or maybe it's just because I got the hang of this car. But I think that the main reason can be that I got used to this car, because it was the same thing with the kart championship. If you have followed me and recall that race, I was going all over the place, and without changing anything, after the second race I just got used to the cars and could win the championships very easy. So I don't know, but I have done some tweaking, and here we are now. I'm on first place on the podium. I was, let's say, because now we are racing, and let's see if I can keep the first place, so I don't want to push the car too much. Oh, come on. At the beginning, till we get the temperature of the tires good, the front tire seems good, so we need to warm a little bit more the rear tires, but this is going to be a little bit difficult because, oh, come on, see what I mean? So basically in this situation I just have to brake a little bit earlier to be able to take the turn without going into oversteer. So let's see here. Okay, nice. I think I got that well, and as you can see, as soon as I get one turn, just one turn good, then I immediately begin pulling away from the other drivers. This turn is a little bit sketchy because you go, you have to brake hard, and obviously you are on a downhill section, so the rear end has to go or to slide very quickly or very easily, so you have to be careful there. I'm on a helmet view, guys. Sorry about this if you don't like this view, but I choose this one because, as I have already told you, I'm a little bit more accurate with this view, because the camera turns to the apex of the turn, so I can get a better look of where to point the car. So it's just a little bit easier than on the chase camera. But if you like me to play with that camera, you can ask on the comment section, and obviously I will choose that one. So yeah, but mainly I think that the important difference is because I got used to this car now, because when I was at with the AI at 45 difficulty, I couldn't get near 2 seconds from the first place. Then when I went ahead and got to 40, now I can do 3 seconds quicker than the first place, so that's a huge gap for only 5%, let's say, of difficulty. So I think that the adjustment that I made, and the fact that I got used to this car now, I can see immediately when I have to brake, when the car is sliding, so I can react a little bit more quicker. So yeah, as you can see, I don't think that 5% on the AI difficulty can do 5 seconds of difference in time. So that's why I told you for the difference that I made. What else? Yeah, I changed the steering ratio from 14 to 1 to 15 to 1, so it is a little bit slower when turning the wheels. So being a little bit slower, obviously we have more precise movements, but we have less movements. So in the situation where my rear end of this car goes out, it's a good thing, because you need to have as little movements as possible to not get the end to slide. But obviously if you need to turn quicker, then this may be a problem. But on these tracks these turns are not too tight, so it's not a problem. And yeah, that was it, I think. Now you know what, since we don't know for sure, next time I will go ahead and increase the AI difficulty to 45 again, and the aggression to 40, and see if I can do better, or with the changes I have made, or it's just because I have lowered the difficulty. So yeah, then okay, I don't want to make this video too long for you guys, so if you like to see more, definitely subscribe to the channel, stay tuned for the giveaway, obviously the next one, and yeah, all that good stuff. Like and share the videos, and also invite your friends to join us for the giveaway also. And yeah, as always, catch you guys on the next ride. Bye bye.